Welcome to this model, the Ultimate AI Money Machine. In this model, we are going to be looking at content creation, content marketing, and under content marketing, we'll also be looking at content marketing on Facebook and WhatsApp. What is content creation? Content creation is a raw information, an idea, or an inspiration put together in a strategic way to create something meaningful. It can also be packaged in a strategic way to convey an information or a message and propagate a philosophy or a system. It is a tool used to inspire new way of thinking and more importantly to trigger an action. That is when you have an information, raw information or an idea or you are being inspired about something, you are being inspired to do something. Those things that you are being inspired to do, and then you not put them together, putting them together, and then in a strategic way to create something new, something meaningful, and then to send a message that will triggers people action. That is content. You just created something new, something meaningful that will triggers people action that people will respond to. That is content. Here we'll be looking at types of content. We have love content. These are quotable content and relationship advice in form of content in the form of quotes. We have no content. It could be your personal quotes, stories about yourself, or your belief system. That is no content. Content content that gets you know. These are no content. Then trust content. This could be uh, testimonies, could be your personal testimonies and your personality or about your personal life, your personality, your ways, that's your behaviors. These are all types of content. Then we also have importance of content creation. What are the importance of content creation? The importance of content creation is to create connection with people. Why do we create content? Those inspiration, those things that we're being inspired of, those ideas, what are the reasons? Why are they important to you? Why are they important to you? Is because you want to create a connection. You want to create a connection with people. You want to connect people to do something. You want them to take an action. You want them to respond to a specific uh, action. You want them to respond to a specific action that you want them to take. These are the importance of content creation. Then the next one is to create influence. You want to have influence with people. You want to solve people problem. The essence of influencing people is to help them solve problems. Is to help them take an action. Is to help them to be submissive under your control by either solving their own problems using your own idea or your information to solve their problems, thereby making them to take an action in the direction that you want them to take. That is important of content creation. It helps you to influence people and make them to take an action. Then number the last one is to build trust. To build trust, content must be is important because it builds trust between you and the person that is consuming the content, that is reading the content. It builds trust. Content that build trust is these are content that talks about the testimony of your life, your personality. Even people that don't know you before, once they begin to see the proof, the testimonies of what you have done or the inspiration you have put together, that you have put to work, it builds trust in the mind of those people that is going through those content. This is why content is very important. Then the next one is nature of content. Nature of content. What are the nature? What is the nature of content? Content, the nature of content is an important consideration when creating content solution. So when you are writing a content, you must first of all consider the nature. What is the nature of this content? What kind of solution that this content is going to bring? What kind of problem that this content is going to solve? It's very important, necessary that you consider the nature of your content. Then it should be analyzed thoroughly before deciding on the platform used to deliver the content. It should be analyzed. When you are writing a content, you have to analyze the process, the platform to which you want to deliver your content. Each content has their platform where they can they can excel. They can excel. Like the video content excel very well in TikTok. You can be creating content that's content leading content now and be posting it on TikTok. There is a big difference. So each content has their own platform. So when you are creating your own content, you have to know the kind of platform that will help that content to excel, where that content will excel very well. Then another one is the what are the nature of content? What are the nature of content? We have text content. Text content, it has to be error free and clear text. It has to be error free. When you are writing a text, you have to text content, you have to look into it very well, edit it thoroughly, let it be error free. It have to be error free and clear text. It does not necessarily mean that you have to be using grammars in your content. Your content have to be something that even an ordinary person can understand very well because you are passing a message to them that it triggers them to take an action. So if you are putting a grammar, writing grammars that someone cannot understand, how would that person take action based on your content? It's impossible. So you have to write. I'm not saying you should not put grammar, write grammar in your content, but it have to be well explained in a way whereby it will trigger somebody to take an action because the essence of content creation is to trigger somebody to take an action. And then we have reels and video content. We have video content, we have audio content, and then we have live video content. The video now that is best excelling, video now is best is selling in this our time because people consume video more than text. People love to watch more than reading text, but it depends on the platform as well. But each platform has their own content. They have their own content that best work on it. But I'm not saying that text content is not selling, but when you are writing a text content, you have to first of all consider the platform that you are going to be marketing or posting that content. And then the next one we are going to be looking at is content platform. What are content elements? Content elements. Number one, every content must has an element. There is an element that each content carry. These are the elements that the content carry. Number one is curiosity. Content must have a curiosity, something that makes people desire, that makes people to desire to know more. They want to know more. They want to learn more about what is written. Either they want to watch more, they want to watch to the end. Most movie, take for instance, they has curiosity. There's always curiosity in most movie. We are watching. You see, the more you are watching, the more the movie gets tougher, and you would like to end that movie. So These are it because of the curiosity that is in it. You want to get to the end, you want to know more to the end. So curiosity is a strong desire to know or learn something unusual or interesting object or fact. He showed them some of the curiosity of the house. That is curiosity. So when you show somebody, like take for instance, you are marketing something and you show them, show it to them, you show them your testimony, you show them your proof, but you didn't tell them how they were how to make how you make that how you make that how you're able to make it through. So you just show them the testimony or you show them, a lot of people is going to come asking you question. You have just created a curiosity. What you just do is you create a curiosity that drive them to you, that is making that will make them to be asking you question how it happens. So your content must have curiosity. Then number two is hook. Every content must have hook. Hook. A hook is something quick and snapping that catches your readers, prospective customers' attention. Something that catches uh, your prospect attention. Something that you use to draw them. Something that you use to catch them in order for them to come to you. Something that you use to drag them to yourself. It have to be attractive. That is hook. So your content must have hook in it. After curiosity, there must be hook. And then the next one is story. There must be story as well on your content. You have to tell a story about your life, how your life was before, and then how your life is now, the stage where you are in life, how you are now good, your previous story, just so tell a story, summarize a stories that people love to hear. It might not be about your life, but might also be story about people, other people, how they use a particular content, a particular product, and they are now making it and look at where they are right now. That is something that people will also respond to. Then call to action. Every content has element called call to action, that is CTA. If there's no call to action in every element, sorry, in every content, that content is not yet complete, because at the end of you creating a desire for people to learn more, and then hooking them for them to come to you to catch them, and then with a story, without the element of call to action, they cannot respond properly. You won't be able to get maximum traffic that you need. It is this call to action that people respond to. It is like you telling them this is what to do to get this thing done. This is what to do. Click the link below or do something like this. Do something like this. That is call exactly what call to action is all about. It could be when you are running adverts on a particular something. So you telling them do like this, do like this. That's already a call to action. Tell your audience exactly what you want them to do after reading your content. Something that allows them to take action. That is call to action. Something that tells them that 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 triggers them to take an action. That is call to action. And then the next one we are going to be looking at is content platform. Each content has their own platform. Every content have their own platform. There is the platform, the content that will excel in LinkedIn will not excel in TikTok. The content that will excel in TikTok might not excel on Facebook. Well, the way it's also excel in their own platform. So it's very important that you know each content that is best goal for each platform. So we have social media that are content that's very excelling. We have social media platform, content platform. We have email, and then we have website. Email content platform. The content that they excel in email is test content, test content, testing people receiving message and all of that. It's best excel on that platform. We have website platform. Websites like a house. is like an address to a house, So what you know what you are going to be doing on your website. So anything you tell people that you are doing, that you tell people you are doing, for them to locate you, when they come, they must see that thing there. So you now know the paste content that you are going to be putting in your website. So each of these content has their own platform where they can excel. Then we have general rules. General rules for content creation. What are the rules when creating content? Write a head turning headline. Each content must has a headline, a headline, a headline that will create curiosity for people to continue reading. Then have you must utilize white space when you're writing content. You have to utilize white space. You don't need to be writing everything together. Everything don't need to be clumsy because people get tired when everything's clumsy. Being you being utilizing white space, it will make your content look more beautiful. It will be beautiful. You have to utilize white space, paragraph, and so on. Then appropriate punctuation mark. You have to use the appropriate punctuation mark. So by doing that, you can somebody will be interested to read your content further. Then edit your work thoroughly. You must learn how to edit your work thoroughly, and then pay attention and stay focused. Pay attention and stay focused when you are writing a content because you are you are going to be sending your content to thousands of people to consume, to read. So you have to edit your work thoroughly. Let it be error free and let it be clear. Let it be understandable. Something that they can read and understand because by understanding it, they can take an action at the end the the content. So we are going to stop here. In the next video, we'll be looking at content marketing on Facebook and WhatsApp. Thank you for watching.